Hey everyone, I'm David from eFire, your source for fire extinguisher training and fire extinguisher safety. And when it comes to fire extinguishers, one question we get asked is, how do I use a fire extinguisher? What kind of training do I need? Well, we look at training like this. Some people have a small amount of knowledge when it comes to fire extinguishers and fire extinguisher training. Some people have a fair amount of knowledge, and then there's some people that have an extensive amount of knowledge when it comes to all these things about fire extinguishers. So what we try to do is first have you understand about fires, have you understand about fire extinguishers, and then knowing what to do in a fire emergency. Basically putting us all on the same page so that we can do it safely, we can do it correctly, and we know how to use a fire extinguisher. Now, there's a reason we do this training every single year. Here's the reason. If we don't do it every single year, what's going to happen is you're going to end up right back where you were, where some people really don't have much knowledge, some people still have a little bit, and some people have a lot. All right, so fire extinguisher safety and fire extinguisher training. Number one question, how do I use a fire extinguisher? We tell everybody, remember the word pass, P-A-S-S, as in, if it's an inferno, pass on putting the fire out, okay? But if it's a small fire, we can grab a fire extinguisher and we can try to put the fire out, say maybe like in a trash can or something like that, something really, really small. So how do we use it? Pass, P-A-S-S. P stands for pull the pin. Pull the pin, pull the pin, pull the pin. It's kind of like a hand grenade. If I don't pull the pin, it doesn't work. It's that simple. Well, it's really nothing like a hand grenade, but kind of the analogy. All right, so we want to pull the pin. Here's what we want to do. We take the pin and we twist it to the front. When we twist it to the front, we break our seal. Once we do that, we pull the pin out. Our fire extinguisher is now ready to operate. Okay, so take the pull pin, set it down. You don't need it, okay? Then after that, A stands for aim the hose. Every fire extinguisher is going to have a hose attached to it, or if it's a small fire extinguisher, it has a short nozzle, all right? We want to aim this at the base of the fire. If you spray the fire extinguisher at the top of the flames, you will not put the fire out. What we want to do is we want to hit the base, right at the base of the fire. That's how we're going to put the fire out. So, P, pull the pin, A, aim the hose at the base of the fire. The first S stands for squeeze, and on a fire extinguisher, this top lever, we want to squeeze down on that. So, bottom lever is where we hold the fire extinguisher. We take our thumb or our whole hand and we squeeze down on the top lever. When we squeeze down, the chemical comes out. Very simple, very easy to operate. And the last S stands for sweep, and it's kind of like common sense. Common sense tells us this. If we've got a small fire, we spray right into the center of the fire or right at the base of the fire. We'll put the fire out very quickly and very safely. But if it's a large area that the fire is covering, maybe it's 5 feet or 7 feet wide, maybe it's a large area. If we spray the fire extinguisher in one place, we're not going to put the fire out that's over on the other side. So we have to take the fire extinguisher and do some type of sweeping motion so that we cover the entire area of where the fire is. All right, so really quickly, the pass formula. P, pull the pin. Pull the pin. A, aim the hose at the base of the fire. S, squeeze down on the top lever. And the last S is sweep, and we use some type of sweeping motion to cover the entire area. All right, so that's really quickly on how to use a fire extinguisher. So my question to you is, do your employees know what to do in a fire emergency? Have they had fire extinguisher training? We're eFire, the ones with the green tags. If your fire protection equipment has the green tag on it, we're saying your fire protection is code compliant. So if you want more information about fire extinguishers or fire extinguisher training, call eFire. We're happy to help you.